It may not be a showpiece final or a crunch title encounter, but Tottenham arguably faced the biggest game in their history this evening. A conservative estimate would suggest that 20 million rests on the second leg of their Champions League qualifier against Young Boys at White Hart Lane. A goal down from the first leg against the Swiss side, Harry Redknapp's men must overturn the 3-2 reverse to gain entry to the lucrative world of the Champions League group stages. And despite the gulf in squads and finances, the Spurs boss sees the visitors as favourites to progress.
I wouldn't say we're favourites. No, they're leading, but they've got a goal advantage. Obviously, they've got to win. We've got to win. The draw is no good. We need to win the game. But listen, if we can't win tomorrow, then we don't deserve to be in the competition. If we can't win tomorrow, we're going, what chance we got anyway? So we'll find out how good we are tomorrow.
That Tottenham are still in the game is only due to 2 away goals they mustered after finding themselves 3-0 down in the first half in Switzerland. Spurs will have to put in a more mature performance against Young Boys this evening if they're to avoid further embarrassment.
I don't think, we're coming into this game as outsiders. I think it would have been the same even if we were 3-1 up, We know how good Tottenham can play, especially at home. But I think, I don't think they should underestimate us like they did in the first game. And we've proved before. We proved last year when we played Bilbao away that we won 1-0. We won 1-0 at Fenerbahce, and I don't see why we can't win here at White Hart Lane. We're going into the game to win the match. We're not going to play for a draw. So we're going to try our best to do that.
So we don't want to put too much pressure on the boys. It's going to be a difficult game. We know that. They made it really difficult over there with 5 in midfield and just the one man up front, and they moved the ball well on a difficult pitch. But it's going to be a different game. I feel the tempo. We're going to try and set the tempo from the whistle and play like we play and try and dictate the game, and hopefully we can get the win. Massive. Everyone wants to play in the Champions League. On Tuesday night you don't want to be at home, watching EastEnders. You want to be at the lane and playing against the the great players in the world and playing at the fantastic stadium. So for a lot of the boys, it's the first time playing in the Champions League, and it's just great. Especially when you put the hard work in, and you feel like you deserve to be there on that stage. It's great, and everyone's looking forward to it.
No, none whatsoever. Peter Crouch is not for sale. No way would I sell Crouchy. That's for sure. He will not be going anywhere. He's he's a good player, top player. He was fantastic on Saturday up at Stoke, played up on his own because I had problems with the other strikers being injured, and Crouchy hasn't got a price on his head. He's not for sale at any price. We need him here if we're going to progress as a football club. He's a key player for us. Pienaar belongs to Everton. He's a good player, but I've never spoke to David Moyes about Pienaar or about Crouchy, so it's only pure speculation. It'd be a difficult one to get anywhere near doing. Financially, it would be difficult for us. He's on big wages at Real Madrid. We wouldn't be now. We'd find it very difficult to do a deal with them for Lasana. But as a player, I loved him.
Has there been an approach though?
No, we haven't made an approach. I think, to be truthful, his agent has rung up and spoke to my chief scout about the possibilities or whatever, but we've never discussed. It's not got any further than that, I think he felt maybe they wouldn't want to keep him, but I think they do want to keep him. If Jose Mourinho wants to keep him, then it wouldn't be a deal anyway. If they do want to get rid of him, it would be difficult for us to do a deal because of his wages.